For an increasing number of Australians, home ownership is out of reach, so renting is the only option. But rents are also going up, putting once affordable suburbs out of reach and lining the landlords' pockets while causing a crisis for families.
We just don't have enough properties to service them all.
As a 20-year-old, it's difficult.
I couldn't do it. It's too dear.
It's $400 a week, 70 years old, and one of the cheapest properties in Sydney's far west. But when you're on $250 a week New Start allowance, well...
It does make it very hard to buy food.
They're having to make some really tough choices.
Talk to the estate agent in Sydney and he'll tell you.
They are desperate.
The one in Melbourne.
It is quite a competitive market for renters at the moment.
And the one in Brisbane.
It just makes it an impossibility for some people to even rent.
It's the same everywhere, and it's official. It's now almost impossible for people on welfare to get somewhere to live.
You're supporting a family, and plus you've got to get a roof over your head. It's shocking.
2.2 million seniors are on the aged pension. 793 Australians are on the disability support pension. 323,000 people are on the single parenting payment. 513,000 are struggling on the New Start allowance. 409,000 young Australians are on the youth allowance. 1.4 million Australians are on the minimum wage.
Rental prices around here are too high, mate. Can't afford it. Have to live with the folks still.
30% has long been the benchmark for housing affordability from a person's wage.
To go above 30% to 45% and beyond that, that's clearly not sustainable.
But that's what many are doing, says Anglicare's boss Grant Millard, because
you're just not able to find affordable, appropriate accommodation.
They get modest rental assistance, but how does, say, an aged pensioner rent when they get just $400 a week? New Start singles, a mere $250 a week. And disability support pensioners, a paltry $380 a week.
What's the cheapest? $280 for a week, and you might get what, one bedroom?
Let's take a ride around the countryside, looking at older style 3-bedroom homes for rent. Around Brisbane, Caboolture will set you back $295 a week, Ipswich $290, Palm Beach on the Gold Coast $450. In Sydney, Blacktown average is $360 a week, Penrith $450 and Rockdale $525. Around Melbourne, Thomastown averages $330 a week, Werribee $280 and Geelong $325. Hobart, Moona will set you back $295 and Glenorchy $280. Adelaide, Port Adelaide is $340 a week, Elizabeth $270 and Perth, Armidale is averaging $350 a week and Midland $400. On a recent weekend, Anglicare surveyed more than 56,000 rental properties across the country. For a single parent with 2 children receiving the parenting payment, just 246 properties were affordable. That's just 0.4% of the total on offer. For single-age pensioners, there were a mere 346 affordable properties, 0.6% of the market. 149 were suitable for those on disability support payments, 0.3%. And of the 56,000 properties, there were near to none available for those on New Start or the youth allowance.
Well, they have no choice.
John Dalton is a real estate agent at Logan, south of Brisbane, where this house is renting for $360 a week. And the only way people can afford it on welfare is if they
ring their friends, family, get a number of people together so they can get in there successfully.
I know a person that's actually got 5 people that have to go into a house just to afford it.
Of the new homes we are building, few are affordable for renters. But more houses means more infrastructure, and state governments say they can't afford it.
This is a major problem and it ain't going to get better in the short term.
Demographer Bernard Salt studies social trends and sees only one answer.
The low-paid, the welfare recipients to the edges of our capital cities, beyond services, if you like, and even beyond that to regional and small country towns. That's where I think that this is leading.
And if they stay, well, be prepared to be like Kathy.
Couldn't be fussy.
Michael Griffith, an agent in Sydney's West, believes it'll be far more dire.
They are going to have to end up moving further out west, and it's going to end up living in ghettos.
Now let us know, are you experiencing the rental crisis? Do you know how to beat it? Share your thoughts on our Facebook page or on Twitter using the hashtag ACA9.